when stars sang low to the waking earth and whispered secrets of life and birth, a river flowed from the heavens high, a ribbon of light through the midnight sky. The River of Baraqiel, watcher's gift, brought life to the land with its heavenly drift. Its waters danced with a silver gleam, a living blessing, a holy stream. I was sent to guide, not to govern. The river's flow was a promise as clear as its waters. Honor this gift and it will sustain you. Exploit it and it will teach you its cost. For blessings bear the weight of trust, and trust is no simple thread. It must be woven anew with every choice. The fields grew green with its gentle grace, and joy lit the hearts of the human race. From its flow came abundance rare, a treasure for all, a trust to care. But blessings bestowed are more than they seem, for gifts hold trials within their gleam. Baraqiel, whose gaze saw far and wide, descended to earth as a star's great guide. He taught the people the cosmic law, the dance of the winds, the ocean's roar. Take what is given, he warned with care, but know that blessings must breathe fresh air. For waters that stagnate will turn to dust, and gifts misused betray the trust. Knowledge is fire, it warms, it lights, but it also burns. To teach humanity was my charge, but I carried a burden as well, a knowing that fire and water alike can destroy as easily as they give life. I placed before them no chains, only choice, and in choice I hoped they would find wisdom. The people at first, their watcher, obeyed their lives in harmony, gently arrayed. They shared the river's abundant flow, and its currents made all their spirits glow. But as time unfurled, ambition grew, and greed took root where respect once flew. The builders arose with voices loud, dreaming of towers to kiss the cloud. This river, endless from heaven's streams, its power shall build the world of our dreams. They forged machines with a thunderous might, and raised great cities to challenge the night. The river is not endless, though it flows from eternity. Its source is trust, and trust must be tended. I watched as their dreams reached skyward, their hands grasping not at the stars, but at dominion. I whispered to them in the winds, do not chain what flows freely. But ambition is a voice that drowns out the gentle warnings of the soul. The river was bent to their iron will, its sacred flow harnessed for skill. They dug the earth with their monstrous tools, breaking nature's ancient rules. Yet as their wonders reached for the sky, the river began to wither and die. The waters turned dark, the currents slowed, the blessings waned, and the burden showed. The fish lay still in the poisoned tide, and the fertile lands cracked and dried. Yet the builders, blind in their lofty schemes, dismissed these signs as fleeting dreams. Baraqiel's gifts are boundless, divine. The fault is not ours, his blessings decline. But soon the river ceased its flow, and despair fell where pride would grow. The people cried to the heavens above, Baraqiel, return, restore your love. Yet silence answered their mournful plea, for wisdom lost is no simple key. I did not answer, not out of anger, but out of necessity. A parent does not forever shield the child from the flame, lest they never learn its heat. Their cries were not in vain, but their hearts had yet to grasp what their hands had done. The river could not return until they did what I could not, make amends with the earth they had betrayed. Amid the ruin, one soul stood firm, a humble farmer who sought to learn. Mira, her name, with a heart of grace, journeyed alone to a desolate place. At the shattered tower of the builder's pride, she found an etching the watcher had inscribed. A blessing must flow as rivers do. Hoard it and death will come to you. Misuse it and sorrow will break its bond. But nurture it well and life will respond. Among the fallen there is always a spark. I had seen her labor in the fields, even when the earth cracked beneath her feet. Her hands sought no monuments, only the soil. In her humility there was strength, and in her strength there was the seed of redemption. Her mind awakened, Mira returned. With the lesson of blessings her spirit burned. To heal the river we must repay the gifts we've stolen, the price we've delayed. The people gathered, their hearts contrite, to toil and labor through day and night. They tore the machines from the river's bed and planted trees where greed had spread. They worked with care, restoring the flow, and let the river's purity grow. Their hands, once blind with ambition, now moved with purpose. They understood to take is to owe, and to owe is to serve. When I appeared to them once more, it was not to judge, but to affirm. The river had returned, but more importantly, so had they. One starlit eve by the river's side, Mira beheld with awestruck pride the watcher's form in the shimmering air, his gaze both stern and deeply aware. "You have learned," said he, "the river's law. A blessing hoarded will flow no more. A gift misused will turn to pain, but a trust upheld shall ever remain." The stars grew brighter in heaven's dome as the people built a humbler home. Their cities stood low, their fields spread wide, a bond with nature their greatest pride. The river flowed steady, a sacred thread, binding the living, the lost, the dead. And so the lesson of Baraqiel endured, a truth eternal by trials ensured. A blessing nurtured becomes a bond, a trust unbroken of life beyond.